Hi there, Phil Rogers, Lauren Hall from Loan Market Edge coming to you with our weekly wrap. Constantly mixing it up, trying to find somewhere different to sit in the office for Black Friday. I don't know what that's all about, but that's all right. I've got good news.
Oh yeah, I'll just nod. You give all the good news.
A big week it's been. So a few things exciting. We did a big end of financial year wrap up with the team this year, which was really cool. So really proud of the achievements and numbers we did, I guess, as a team, as a whole. So exciting when we talk about achievements around industry achievements and within our group around Platinum Elite and Elite. But, it was in excess of 350 clients between the two of us the last 12 months. So it's been a big ride. So thank you to all of those amazing clients and people that were part of that journey with us. And obviously couldn't have done it without our rockstar team.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Loz. They started their little potty this week.
Oh,
so
did.
I thought I'd get a little bit of a plug out. What's the potty called?
So I've called it Mad Money. So it's myself.
With Mad Loz.
Mad Loz. I actually didn't think of that. Myself and a fantastic financial planner on the Gold Coast. So yes, I do need to get that up.
Yes.
So
Get it out. Very exciting. So watch this space. Have a listen. It's really good. Hopefully you speak a little bit of 𝘄𝗲𝗄𝗽. You can pick up the accent. But no, you and Sophie did an amazing job. Listen to the first one. It was really good.
You need a translation?
So jump on.
Okay.
Yes. A couple of things are really relevant this week. Just reminding everyone about the professionals offer. I've seen a couple of things in particular probably the last 2 weeks with clients, and it's just so relevant in some of the savings that are available with those. So professionals offer, I guess, traditionally people thought of like the LMI waiver, where you don't pay lenders mortgage insurance with a 10% deposit at 90%. And it was just for Medico, but there's quite a spread, it's the right use of words, probably not, of choices and options through obviously the different banks. So things like solicitors, accountants,
veterinarians,
physios. Their list is massive, basically. But
GPs, cars.
it's trying to get outside of just the professionals, the medico space, and understanding that. And again, each bank has these areas where one will do a solicitor, the others won't, but they'll do accountants and they won't. And then so there's a real mix of trying to find the right lender. So anything in that professional space, being able to get into a loan, with only a 10% deposit and not pay LMI, which at that space is, 15,000 plus, is a huge advantage. And it's just also knowing what bank to talk to. I guess that's where we come in. With the medical practitioners or the medical professionals offer, that still absolutely exists across, again, a really quite a wide, varied group of not industry professionals, but
medical professionals.
Medical professionals. I was trying to think of like the more of a medical word, but yes, it is quite broad. But the exciting part for that, probably the one that stood out this week, was the Medico Plus.
Yes, which is the 5% deposit.
Trying to let you talk. You're on a podcast now. People want to hear you talk.
I'm nodding, I'm agreeing. So the Medico Plus, which is the 5% deposit. So that is the medical space. So you need to be registered with APRA, I believe the term is.
Yes.
Which is sensational.
Well, on an 800 purchase.
No, you said I control. So, because as we know, LMI, mortgage insurance, is on a tiered basis, so it gets more expensive the more we borrow. So at 95%, it's more expensive than at 90%. So again, being able to go up to that 95% with literally the 5% deposit, plus your stamp duty and other costs, is just massive. The saving is huge. It allows you to get into the market quicker, obviously retain more cash for other projects and things that you want to do. So it's absolute gold. If you're eligible, you want to be doing it.
Well, and that example this week for some clients, which is just under an 800 purchase, was almost $24,000 in LMI savings for one client. So, and again, their bank didn't offer it. We knew the bank that did. So those things just, and again, you think about being in uni for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years and as an industry professional in any of those, trying to come out of that and then save the deposit required to get to that point, it's a huge leg up. Yeah. So we want to be trying to do a lot more of that if we can.
And we also know too that fairly recently because the poor old nurses were missing out, there's actually a really special offer for them as well, which is the LMI waiver up to 90%.
And
so
midwifery.
And midwifery.
Midwifery as well. So
you're not missing out any more nurses. We obviously know and appreciate how hard you work in that industry. So there is a great offering available for you as well.
Also, a particular bank out there has some stuff for teachers as well, which is very cool. So if you're any of those or knowing one of these.
Just not mortgage brokers.
Yeah, right. Not yet. Wait. So, it's some really cool stuff on offer that people, I guess, we don't take for granted. But unless we meet those people, we're unable to tell them the good news. So
that's what it's all about.
The other one was just about what's happening with this roll-off of fixed rates. Again, we spoke about this over the last 6 to 12 months, the lead up to this period, and that sort of April when they started, May, June, the majority of it, July, August.
Yeah.
The amount of conversations we're having with our existing clients, which is awesome because, we're in touch 8 to 12 weeks out. We're prepping them. We're getting ready. We're reviewing rates. We're looking at structure, strategy. Is it still the right loan? What does your budget look like? We've got so much that we're covering off. That jump is, horrific from, a 199, a 2.29 to a roll-off rate of 7.5. Like literally 3-4 times, So we can't stress enough if firstly in that case, if that's you or anyone that's got a loan's talked about that happening, get in touch yesterday. Get in touch ASAP to have that conversation and at least help us start to guide through that. We talk about some of the big benefits there is the market's been obviously quite good to everyone through that period. And because the equity has gone up in those homes, their loan to value ratio is now lower. They have a bigger equity position, which negotiate a better rate. You can use that. Got that off the potty. I listened to that.
I
did listen to the podcast.
You got VIP.
So
special
super relevant that, that position now, someone that bought a home at 95 or 90% and fixed because, they could do that at a 95% rate. When they're rolling off, if they're rolling off to a rate at 95 or 90, that's mid sevens and above where, if we revalue it, restructure it, look at other options, suddenly, they may have 10 or 20% equity, which means the deposit they're now entitled to is significantly larger. So most people don't maybe understand that or take it for granted or their bank doesn't consider that. Their bank goes, well, we just work off what we've got, where we'll review other banks, we'll look at a new valuation, and we'll always be able to improve that position. And so the fixed rate roll-off's a massive one, but then also just the level of refinances we're doing at the moment, where if you've had a home loan currently at the moment, maybe 2 years, and it hasn't been reviewed or you don't have us as your team, because if you had us, then we would have reviewed it twice since then, minimum. But again, if you know of anyone or there's a position where you go, when was the last time you did that? Or can you remember the name of the person that works at the bank that did your home loan? And I love brokers, but at the end of the day, if you haven't heard from that broker in the last 2 years and you haven't had your rate reviewed, either call them or call us, straight away, because it's absolutely topical and the banks are fighting over wanting to try and retain you as a client. So a lot of our value is to renegotiate. It's not necessarily refinance. We spoke about that last week in the first 6 months of this year. The old project beat the banks, right? We're over 700,000 in incredible annual interest savings for our clients that didn't include refinances. That just included what we do as part of, the Loan Market Edge experience, the Loan Market Edge service, that not
you're
quite a
broker for life.
Yeah,
we need it.
Stuck with us for life. But it's exciting. It's a really cool thing that we get to offer that. We've got a big team that allows us to offer that service to our clients. So, we see our existing clients as their family. The most important people we've got in our business outside of us is those guys. So sort of go above and beyond to try and attempt to do that every year to keep the finger on the pulse. We're definitely checking in, but almost a reprice guarantee, right? Not guaranteed that we'll get a better rate, but guaranteed we'll try, right? Knowing that you've got someone on your side doing that. Well, you do what you do and you do what you do best. Let us do what we do best. So hopefully that gives a bit of a breakdown.
Call?
Us. So lots happening. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the weekend. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.